just love doing this action. No, I will drink. This is me telling carbs they're not gonna get in the way. I'm gonna drink. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This video today is going to be me going through the 4 worst stages of growing your hair out during the whole journey. In my experience, what I found the hardest. But I did also just want to say, before I get started, this is my silver play button, which I unboxed probably about 15 minutes ago. And I just needed to say thank you to every single one of you that's ever come and watched a video and supported me on this journey, because this is like a real milestone and sort of affirms that everything that I put out is worth it. And I really do want to say thank you to you guys for that, because being able to do all of this and all the filming and have things like this are just so special. And yeah, I can't say thank you enough. So thanks. We're also having a beer because A, to celebrate, but B, this beer is no carb, no sugar. Can you believe it? It's just alcohol content, so it really helps me keep my stomach flat. This isn't a brand deal. The only reason I'm mentioning this is because I've been trying so hard to get my flat tummy, insert video here, and this beer is helping. It means I can have a good time and still drink and keep a flat tummy. Speaking of flat tummy as well, this is another hybrid video, so you guys probably have noticed I'm mixing up my content a bit. At this point of this video, it changes from the 4 worst awkward stages into my flat tummy secrets. So if that's something you've been wondering for a little while, keep watching, okay? But now let's get into the 4 worst stages of the growing out process. All right, so in my experience of growing my hair out, I've been on this journey for about 2 years now, and I just wanted to go through the 4 worst stages, because I really do believe there is 4 stages where it's just like, oh my God, kill me now. So let's go through them. The first stage would probably have to be stage 2. So the reason stage 2, and when I say stage, I mean like monthly period, month 1, month 2, month 3. And month 2 was particularly tough because month 2 obviously is straight after month 1. And in month 1, you've sort of made the decision to go through with growing your hair out. You feel good about it. You know when you make a decision for yourself and you're kind of like, yeah, I'm pumped for this, woohoo. Well, stage 2 is the honeymoon phase ending. So it's kind of like, oh, what have I done? Because the hair starts to, get to like maybe about this length, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. That's the beginning of the Krusty the Clown phase, where things become a bit unmanageable. But also the good vibes and endorphins from making the good decision start to wear off, because you immediately start seeing problems. Like, it's like, how am I going to make this hairstyle work? Particularly if you start from having like an undercut and you want to keep all this hair long and then start growing this out. This was really difficult for me to get past, because even if I straightened it, they'd prong out. Even if I couldn't use bobby pins, I couldn't use anything. So it's really like the phase where you start questioning, am I doing the right thing here? I don't know what's going on. So stage 2 was shit. Expect it. Honeymoon phase is over, and just have a beer. The next shittest stage of the growing out process is stage 3. So the one straight after stage 2. Yep. The honeymoon phase has ended. You've just started realizing that this is going to be a little bit unmanageable. But the problem with this is you've grown another inch on top of that and still can't do anything with it. And this is where I say you get right into the Krusty the Clown phase. So the Krusty the Clown phase is like when you can tie your man bun up and then these bits just prong out, just like Krusty the Clown, right? It looks terrible. In saying that, like stage 3 is probably even worse than stage 2, because you've just spent the last month second guessing yourself, and now it's really starting to set in. And the longer it gets in that stage, it just almost seems even more impossible. In those 2 stages in particular, it's really critical to figure out what face shape you have and what long hairstyle is going to work for you, so you have a goal to look forward to, and keep that goal firmly in your mind, because around that stage as well is when people start saying, when are you going to get a haircut? When are you going to get a haircut? And you have to start, sounding like a broken record and going, I'm growing my hair out. I'm growing my hair out. I'm growing my hair out, until you strangle someone, right? It's like part of the gig. So expect stages 2 and 3 to be absolutely terrible, okay? There's no getting around it. The next worst stage, so after stage 3, stage 4 and 5, I feel like 2 months of dealing with not feeling like you look very good is fine. You know, it's kind of like, cool, whatever, all right, we're going through with this. But stage 6 is probably the next worst one. It's probably, again, comes back to the lack of being able to do anything with it. By stage 6, so after 6 months, you've had 6 months of being able to tell people what you're doing with your hair every time they ask you when you get a haircut. But it's also just like that next level of doubt, because you start to look funny. So all of this hair still works, but this hair, it kind of like, if you straighten it, yeah, it can dangle down to about here now, or even here. So it kind of frames your face. For anybody with an oval or round face, that is the worst, because it accentuates width. And with those two face shapes, we really don't want that to happen. Same with square face shape, pretty much all of them. The only person that would probably enjoy stage 6 is somebody with an oblong head, because they need more width. And it can kind of look kind of groovy, I think. It's like the styleless phase. There's no way you can work with it to make it look any good. That, in my experience anyway. I just really remember hating stage 6. Yeah, it's like the in-betweener moment. You've spent 6 months really sticking to this plan. It's still not working, and patience is like beginning to run out, you know what I mean? That's kind of a low point that I had. I could gel them back, like the sides back, but it just still looked off. Like, if you were to look at me in that stage, you would go, what the freaking hell is going on with this guy's hair? And I was so fortunate to be doing my monthly check-ins when I was, you know, growing my hair out, because I had something to relate to. And I think that's probably the best thing you can do to combat it, is get yourself involved in long-haired groups like the long hairs, or you can join my Facebook group to help combat those stages in particular. Because when you start doubting yourself, it's just like, it's the worst thing. And plus, if all the people around you are saying how terrible you look and you have nothing to relate to, it's a really odd stage to be in, and it just looks so odd. It's so weird, the stage 6. So that's kind of like one thing to look out for. So yeah, stage 6 sucks, and as long as you can get past that, like, it's like another one of those bouts. You know how I said at like 4 and 5, you've kind of had a minute to like adjust to 2 and 3? Well, it's the same with 6. So like after 6, 7 and 8 are kind of like, cool, yep, got it, whatever, I'm going through with this. And then the next worst stage is stage 9. Now, stage 9 is probably the least worst of all the worst stages, because you've actually now got significant growth. I remember at stage 9, I was actually able to tie the majority of my hair up with a heap of flyaways happening. So like a lot of the hair would fall out of the bun. And I remember that being a really irritating time, because it's kind of like, cool, all of my long hard work's paying off, but I still can't get that full man bun. Or like, I mean, I was very grateful. Like I even said in the video, I'm like, oh my God, we did it. I was like, cool, I can get this into a full man bun now. And I think my solution at the time was just to bobby pin all those other loose bits in, and it still looked good. At this point, I could at least make my hair look good, which was great. But I think underneath all of that was like a little bit of frustration that I'm just like, we're just that close, you know? Like, you know when you just miss something by a hair, literally? Well, that's kind of what stage 9 is. And then I found as soon as stage 9 kind of left me and I grew another inch, that's when everything started to get better. And I was kind of like, cool, all right, we're working with this now. And to tell you the truth, every stage since stage 9 has been really, really cool. The longer and longer it gets, the more I fall in love with my hair. Again, I have an oval face shape, so like having my hair all even, and I don't really have it layered at all. I feel like the longer my hair gets, the more it's going to suit me no matter what. I've definitely left all those awkward stages and I don't really have any more hair doubt anymore. I'm kind of like, cool, let's do it. The only thing I probably wish I didn't do was shave my sideburns so low. Honestly, after stage 9, everything seems to get better. And that's provided that your hair kind of like grows at the same rate mine does. I mean, my hair grows pretty quickly. Like I was growing on average about an inch a month, and then I used all of the Waterman's products to really help boost that along. It's a tricky one. So for me personally, stages 2, stages 3, stages 6, and stages 9 were the 4 worst stages that I had. in this whole process. And boy, am I glad that I stuck them out. And actually doing the check-ins and having a community to talk to about it made it so much easier. Yeah, make sure you join the Facebook group if you are growing your hair out, because it's a really fun time. And I think that's all I've got for you. So if any of you are in those stages that I mentioned and relate, please let me know in the comment section below. Or if any of you are struggling with a different stage in particular, let me know about your struggles as well, because it's good to just vent it out and talk about it. So I'm all ears for this. So I'll be reading every single comment that comes onto this video. Keep going in the growing out process. Just stick in there. All you got to do is wait a whole year and you're good, okay? And if you're worried about long hair not suiting you properly, make sure you check out how to tell if long hair will suit your video. I don't know if it's coming out after or before this. I think it'll come out after this, but it will be up in the cards. So by the time it's live, you can just click that, okay? So the next part of this video, we're just gonna switch over to how I've been keeping my tummy nice and flat. Oh, I'm not gonna take my shirt off right now, but you can look at this footage and the next video, or the next part of this video, will explain everything that I've been doing. It's pretty much just covering like my general diet habits and yeah, how I sort of have been managing to get my body nice and slim ready for summer. So if you're interested in that, make sure you go and check it out. And if not, I'll see you next week for another video where we talk about more hair. And thank you again so much for helping me get to 100,000 subscribers. This is the most amazing, I don't know, I just feel so special and so loved. And it's just really, really cool. So thank you so much for doing that. And I'll see you next week. Bye. If you suffer from the habit of binge eating on the weekend and feeling like a bloated asshole for 3 days, you and I actually have a lot in common. And the thing we tend to forget as well is binge eating alone, like once a week or even every day of the week, it doesn't actually make us a bad person. However, it does like heavily delay us from reaching those body goals that we unrealistically set for ourselves after scrolling on Instagram for 4 hours, right? I know the drill. I constantly am looking at, you know, other influencers with great bodies going like, when am I gonna be that good? You know? And I think the first step is to just realize that that's a load of shit. I mean, it's desirable to look like that, but there's no rule book that says you have to be like that in order to be sexy. However, it does feel good to have a good looking body and know that you've put in the work and the results. Now, I've struggled with binge eating for a long time. I can't even lie to you, like I binge eat for sure. Like probably once a week, I have a good old binge, and if I told you the things that I ate, then you'd probably be disgusted in me. However, I actually have figured out a way that I can, you know, still keep my naughty little binge happening without, you know, getting the fat bloated stomach that when I look in the mirror, I go, oh God, I hate you. Why did I have to eat all that food, right? You know the little old saying about, you know, everything in moderation? It's actually very, very true. I'm no dietitian either. Don't quote me on any of this. This is just all in my own experience of things that I have sort of come across in my own time. I really believe in the fact that if you do everything in moderation, you can get whatever you want. So I keep my little binge like once a week, but the rest of the time I make sure I'm really clean eating. A lot of the time people look at my food that I'm making or the food prep that I do, which I will be showing you in this video, and they go, you eat like a rabbit. And I go, yeah, but I still get to eat everything that I want. And the problem is, you not only have to eat the right food for a flat tummy, but you also need to get your timings right. It's kind of like having a full-time job. You know, Monday to Friday, you work 9 to 5, or you do whatever hours you do. Predominantly, most of the week you're working to earn money, and then on the weekends you have fun. It's kind of the same thing, but with food. So through the week, I like have my boring ass rabbit salad. Well, it's not actually boring. It's actually quite a fun salad to eat, which is why I'm showing you how I make it and prep all my food today. But yeah, it's pretty much just getting a combination of all of those, and there is also measuring that you have to do. So I'm not gonna break everything down about how I measure my food in this video. I'm literally just gonna show you what I eat for lunch and dinner, pretty much every single day of the week, until it comes to my binge session. So if that's something that you're looking for, I had to play around with this so much to get it right. And then I finally, we're gonna go back here. I finally feel like I've got it to a point where, great, this meal plan works for me. Everybody's so different. For me, I like simple and things that aren't gonna take me a lot of time because I'm a very busy guy. I don't like to come home and make dinner every single day. I like to just have stuff there that I can go, right, I know I already prepped that, I already know the measurements are there, and I'm all good to go. Fuss free, I hate sitting down and going, oh, what should I have for dinner tonight? You know, like I just kind of find one thing that I like and I stick to it. So obviously this sort of thing isn't going to be great for everybody, but if you can deal with eating the same thing over and over again, you will get results. Like insert here. I just got some like shots of my stomach area, and literally after Easter this year, I pigged out on chocolate so bad, and I kind of went on a downward spiral, and I got a little bit pudgy, so I stopped posting all my sexy pictures on Instagram, and then I finally kind of like in the last 5 weeks gone, nah, summer's on the way, so it's time to snap my body back in, and I've been following this diet that I'm going to show you today that whole time, and in 5 weeks I've managed to slim back down and get my nice flat tummy again, which I'm all prepped for summer. To be honest, like it would be cool to get a six-pack, but to get a six-pack, you have to like really burn all of your body fat down. And I just don't know if I'd have to cut the binging out to get that. But a flat tummy is perfect for me. And this salad that I'm gonna show you is how I do it. Let's go. That intro took way longer than I thought it would. Righty-tighty, so I've got everything sitting here right here. I've got the GoPro set up so you can have like a top view of what I do. Now, again, this salad is what I use like for dinner and lunch every single day. I do have other things. Phoebe, can you stop tapping? I do have like supplements and stuff that I have before and after the gym, and Phoebe! I have supplements and stuff that I have before and after the gym, and then yeah, pretty much like this is the base of what I eat though. So like I put lots of veg in, I put lots of chicken, which I'm gonna show you. This here we'll start with. Ooh, okay, so this here is my salad mix or my salad base. And if we look through that, all I've put into my salad base is a purple onion. I've got a bit of cos lettuce, which I just purchased from Woolworths in the packaging. And I also get the spinach leaves, and I just dump it all in. And this kind of makes the base of my salad. I really, really like purple onion, I really like spinach, and I really like cos lettuce. I don't know why, they're just so crunchy and they taste so yummy together. And you can have so much of this because they're very like low carb and veggie. So you can really put a lot in there and it feels like you're eating a lot. And then separately, I cut up some cherry tomatoes, just like this. They come like in a little tub and I just like cut them in half and then put them into a bowl like this. I like to keep them separate from the actual salad base. The reason I keep them separate is because salad can get quite soggy if you have like too much moisture in them, and cherry tomatoes, they have moisture inside of them, so they can get a little bit like, I just don't want it to all mix around. I want it to, I don't know how to explain it. And then I also have here just some cut up mushroom that I like to have raw. Some people hate mushroom, some people can only have mushroom cooked. I can actually eat mushroom raw. But yeah, these are kind of like the bases, and what I do is I just buy all of those. I try and get things like pre-cut, so like the mushrooms were pre-cut, the spinach is already in a bag, washed, ready to go. The cos lettuce is also something that's already washed, so I just kind of have to peel it off, cut it up, and then kaboom, I've got my salad base. And then the cherry tomatoes, they take 2 seconds, same with the onion, okay? As for the meat that I have in my salad, so this is a kilo of chicken breast right here. I just pre-cut it up and put it into a bowl, very similar to this one. And then I use a few things to give it some flavor. So I have a bit of garlic, minced. I love paprika, it makes things taste so good, smoked paprika specifically. I have a bit of Moroccan spice as well, that's really good. There's a bit of salt in there though, so you gotta watch out for your sodium levels, because I found when I have too much sodium, I actually bloat like a crazy man. But yeah, a little bit of that's really yummy. I've got a bit of onion powder. Note, this is not onion salt. So there's no extra salt in that. It's literally just ground up onion. And then I also have oregano, or oregano as Aussies like to say. And then what I do with these is I add them to the chicken, but before I add them to the chicken, I will use a heap of lemon juice. So I learned this off my housemate Lex. He showed me that well, it's technically marinating it, but marinating your chicken in lemon juice and a heap of spices that you like, particularly chili, chili's really good with this as well, can make it taste really beautiful. So what I do is I cut the chicken up, add my lemon juice, then I add my minced garlic, paprika, the Moroccan seasoning, the onion powder, and the oregano, and then I just mix all of that together with a spoon. And then from there, I put it into the fridge for about, I don't know, an hour or so. And while I've put that in the fridge, I'll either like cut up the base of my salad, so I can cut up my onions, I can cut up my cherry tomatoes, just prep all of that stuff. And then after the chicken is actually done, what I'll do is I'll just go over, put the pan on, and then once I've got the pan on, I'll put all the chicken breast into the pan, tip all the lemon juice on top of it, and you actually cook the chicken with the lemon juice. Now, it's almost like boiling it in lemon juice. It's a weird concept, but the chicken actually comes out so tender and so tasty, and it's something that I go, yeah, I can eat that all the time. And it ends up looking just like this. I actually love it so much. When I'm cooking chicken too, I get really paranoid that I'm not gonna cook it all the way through. So I also make sure that I just like peel open the chicken before like putting it into the tub and making sure that it's coming off the pan, because I am not getting salmonella poisoning. And then once all my prep has been done, then it's literally just about putting it in the fridge. And when it's lunchtime or dinner time, I just come out, grab some of my base, put the cherry tomatoes on, put the mushrooms on, microwave some of the chicken, Bob's your uncle. And then I also top it off with some balsamic dressing. So, or there is this other one by Redskins, I think it is. I can't remember the actual brand. It's a traditional one. I don't have any in the fridge right now, but yeah, just cover it with like a tablespoon of that and it is bomb. I love it. So I pretty much stick to that all the time. I do have different breakfast meals that I have, so I add more carbs into my breakfast, and there is like different supplements that I have. I have made a video about the gym supplements that I use because I'm such a snack freak. I really like sweet food. So I kind of go, ooh, well this supplement is actually really delicious. So where can I slot that in my day for when I'm having a craving or something? I get very strategic with it. So if you guys are keen to learn more about that, then I am more than happy to do that for you. But yeah, that's pretty much my base meal that I eat. It's very, very plain, as you can see. But it's true, and it works, and if you just stick to it, I mean, and I still don't have to cut out my binge eating, you know? I actually feel almost a little bit guilty that I'm promoting binge eating. I'm not really promoting it. I'm not saying everyone should go and do it, but that's literally a big problem of mine. Like, I love to sit there and pig out on chocolate. I love to eat chips. I love to eat crap food, but it's just about like sort of putting your goals in alignment and going, well, I really do want the body, but I kind of want to have this at the same time. So how can we just make that work? You know, it is tough, but you can do it. So yeah, and that's pretty much all I have for you, but I'm going to go make a salad now and eat it because I'm bloody starving. And I hope you found some value out of this video. And I am planning to bring a couple of exercises for a flat tummy as well, because your food is the main important thing for you to take into account when you're wanting to trim your tummy down. However, doing like exercises like abs and stuff, they also help tone it and make it look a little bit sexier, if you know what I mean. So I have got a few video ideas on, you know, like little at-home exercises you can do for getting a flatter tummy as well. So stay tuned for that, and please let me know in the comment section what you think of this, because I'm just doing these sort of one-off videos because people are asking me about them on Instagram. So yeah, if you have anything else, let me know, and I hope you enjoy your salads. Happy flat tummies, everyone. Bye.